Wrestling, Denver, Colorado. Going to be calling the action alongside a Beyond Wrestling original, Eric Corvus. We've got Jaka versus Veda Scott, first time ever.
Are you gonna put some shoes on? Put some shoes on, you weirdo!
I'm feeling myself right now. I don't need shoes, baby girl.
Okay, this is
These feet are too hot.
very specific internet fans right now. Put some shoes on.
Veda Scott wants Jaka to put some shoes on. I don't think it's going to happen.
I'm sorry, I went to jump in before, but I was a little bit taken back from that original exchange. I gotta say, I am extremely excited that we are doing a studio taping today. I mean, you know how long that I've been clamoring for the studio tapings, and to see that come back to fruition today is awesome.
I mean, if you watch Chris Gerard, Biff Busick, Oni Lorcan, whatever you want to call him, if you watch the interview he did for youtube.com/BeyondDemand, he says that he attributes his career skyrocketing to these studio tapings. I mean, it was about 4 years ago in this very building that he had a match with Taka Suzuki that put him on the map. And I mean, obviously, Veda Scott, one of the very first matches she ever did against Beyond Wrestling, a match with Stan Styles and a match against Josh Thor, the Usurper. Matches that you can watch at youtube.com/Beyond Wrestling. I think Veda Scott's going to be giving up a lot of size to Jaka.
And what's awesome about a studio taping match like this with Jaka versus Veda Scott, you got Jaka, who's one of the Beyond originals from the Ohio era. You got Veda Scott, who is from our Allentown era. And to see how far both of their careers have come since those times, and now to see them square off in the ring at a new Beyond Wrestling taping, it's pretty surreal.
And Veda Scott does very well for herself. I mean, very rarely is she not the smartest person in the ring, but now trying to attack the bare feet of Jaka.
Small digit manipulation, not legal in most combat sports. Veda Scott taking full advantage of it in this match against Jaka.
Just as long as she doesn't bite the toes. Oh! And doing the old wishbone, the old 7-10 split.
In Veda Scott's defense, she did tell Jaka to put some shoes on. He declined, so now she's just taking advantage of it.
Now Veda Scott going after the toes once again. She's trying to break Jaka's toe. Oh, coming close to breaking Jaka's toe. The official having to call her off. Again, we don't want to see anybody injured here today. All of these matches put together in the spirit of competition. Veda Scott getting dangerously close to being disqualified.
I mean, she's just messing with his toes. That's not necessarily illegal.
No, it's not necessarily illegal, but when you get to the ropes, you need to break your opponent. And if you break your opponent's foot, he's probably not going to be able to run towards you or even stand up. So it's not a bad strategy out of Veda Scott. What is a bad strategy is to try and tee off on the chest of Jaka. Jaka said he's going to give her a free one.
Oh, looks like she's winding up for it. Oh!
I did not see that coming.
And neither did Jaka. Veda Scott switching her game plan from the feet to the face. Jaka almost seems like he liked it a little bit.
Now Veda Scott saying that she's just a girl.
Well, she didn't have any problem lighting up Jaka, and he's not looking at her. Ooh!
Oh, please.
Just a
Veda
girl.
Scott has made a career. Yeah, just a girl. Veda Scott has made a career out of wrestling men. And now it's Jaka going to the feet. I mean, Veda Scott's only got wrestling shoes on, a very thin layer of fabric. That's gross. And I don't advise doing that.
You can look at Jaka and know that he bites really, really hard, regardless of her wearing shoes. That hurt.
Veda Scott out of the way. And Jaka was looking for a crossbody. Looks like he got caught with a knee.
To the midsection at the last possible second.
That'll dislodge a rib. That makes it very difficult to breathe. And Veda Scott, the glancing blow with the Shining Wizard. Not sure if she got enough of that.
Jaka known for having one of the hardest skulls in Beyond Wrestling.
And of course, the more the perspiration starts to collect, it becomes harder and harder to strike those particular body parts. Now Veda Scott, she likes to utilize a number of suplexes from this position. Most recognized for her bridging Saito suplex, but she caught him with the rolling Liger kick. Did she knock out Jaka?
Veda saying before that she was just a girl. That kick was far from girly.
Veda Scott still trying to keep Jaka down to the mat, sizing him up, kicking him right in the chest. She caught him with the toe right between the pectoral muscles. That one a little bit closer to the armpit. And Jaka just starting to get frustrated here. I think Veda Scott is giving him a little bit too much time to recover. And I think that Jaka is luring her into a trap that she does not want to get caught in.
Oh, maybe he's just coaching her, you don't know.
No, I knew.
Oh, belly to belly.
Oh,
like a rag doll.
Whipped her overhead like it was nothing. And now Veda trying to regain her composure on the floor. Jaka looking to take to the skies. We're going to see a suicide dive.
A flying savage cut short with that forearm.
Now Veda just stomping Jaka on the floor.
Now, I don't have a notebook with me, and I'm not keeping score, but it seems like Veda Scott has been surprisingly in control for the majority of this match.
You shouldn't be able to do this, and the official needs to get in there and stop it. This is not in the spirit of studio taping.
She was not using it as a weapon.
Well, she was trying to subdue Jaka, and now she's trying to suffocate him.
Veda Scott literally trying to stuff Jaka's mouth full of paper towel.
What is Veda Scott doing now?
What in the blue hell is Veda Scott doing?
I think she's about to eat some Chipotle. And what is Veda? She's making a mess of Brian Fury's school. Looks like she got some soda on the eyes of Jaka. And you knew that was going to happen, blinded or otherwise. Not a very well thought out plan from Veda Scott.
Oh no! For those of you watching at home, those are 1-inch thick gym mats on top of concrete. And Jaka covered in blood.
Jaka just came over and said he got a tooth knocked out. You see the blood all over Veda Scott.
What was that even from? I don't even know.
The German suplex from Jaka. 1, 2. The official putting on gloves. We got a serious situation on our hands.
Oh, go for that choke bomb. I've seen him put many of an opponent away with this move. Oh no! She switches it into the triangle choke.
Veda Scott just adjusting just to get that far shoulder off the mat.
And what a perfect submission to apply with Jaka saying that his tooth got knocked out, his mouth filling with blood.
He's going to be careful. She's going to be careful too because Jaka's going to pull right off the mat.
Oh no. It's in the buckle!
Oh man, her head just about an inch away from hitting the post. And Jaka's going to buy himself some valuable time.
Yeah, he really needs it right now. He really needs it right now. Jaka, full head of steam, going corner to corner. Veda able to get away at the last second.
Oh, and there's one of those signature back suplexes. Taking Jaka for the ride. 1,
high
2.
angle. Angled him very high on that landing.
Looking for that bridging Saito now. Jaka putting on the brakes. She doesn't want to experience that again. I'll tell you what, that side suplex catches you at a nasty angle. Veda just brushing him off with a kick.
Here it comes.
Oh, wow. Impressive strength out of Veda Scott, but she could not hold on the bridge. 1, 2. Veda Scott's put a number of opponents away with that hold in Beyond Wrestling this year.
Veda Scott doing an awesome, awesome job of keeping Jaka grounded in this match.
And now just rubbing the blood over his own face. Jaka catching her with the open hand strikes. The spinning back chop. You do not want to raise the ire of that man.
Choke bomb!
Oh, countered it with the Rana. Oh, man, knocked her out.
Did you hear that clang?
Yeah, that was a bad noise. The side of his foot to the temple.
Ooh. 1, 2. I think hearing the ref's hand hit the mat might have woken her up after that one. Jumping roundhouse kick.
Man, maybe Veda Scott's gonna get sent home with some teeth missing too.
Oh, catches it, sends him. Keeps going back to that head. Saito again!
This time with the bridge.
Ooh. Like you said, Veda Scott putting away many an opponent with that very suplex. Jaka able to kick out, but I don't know how much he has left. His mouth is filling up with blood by the minute.
Yeah, and of course, you know, you end up swallowing some of that accidentally. It goes up into your nose. It makes it difficult to breathe. Yeah, time is not on Jaka's side today.
Oh, no.
Oh, man, Jaka crushing her with a rolling Liger kick of his own. Veda Scott nowhere to go but down.
Almost a hybrid of the Liger kick and that roundhouse he threw before.
And now Jaka calling for the Jumanji bomb. Can he get it this time finally? Sends her up, right into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Well, Corvus, thanks for calling the match with me. I'm going to go ringside and see if we can find Jaka's tooth.